Hi, I'm Kay. Thank you so much for joining me for this wig review, which is a little bit unusual, for Affair by Ellen Wille in the color Mocca Mix. Stay tuned, you don't want to miss it. So I had a lot of inquiries to review Affair by Ellen Wille. Now, I simply haven't got the funds to buy Affair because it's a complete hand-tied cap and it's just out of my price range. Simple as that. So I finally got my hand on an Affair wig. Now, this one, please bear that in mind, is not new. It has probably been changed slightly. I think it has been chopped a little bit, maybe even a bit of a fringe cut in. So I got it secondhand. There are a bit of issues with the lace front and monotop, and I'll show you that all in a minute. But I could get my hand on it because it was so reduced. I just had to jump on it and just get it. So I can at least talk about the fit, I can talk about the color, I can talk about the density, etc. So to at least give you an idea if Affair is something that you would consider. And then I would suggest to watch the reviews of other people who have it straight out of the box so you see exactly what it looks like, not worn, not changed in any way. So, as I said, I bought it secondhand from a wig sister. I don't know how many changes were made to this, but I do think it has been cut a little bit, and I think a little bit of a fringe has been cut in. Now, Affair does come with a slight layering around the front anyway, so I don't think it's miles off at the front, and I think it just might be a little bit longer. Because I measure this at 12 inches, and I think the size they said they're 14 inches length. But I put the length what they should be up here. But I measured this for 12 inches, so I do think it has been cut. But anyway, so as you can see, Affair is a longer piece, so about shoulder length. I do have a long face though. This is about 8.5 inches, I think, or 8.5 inches. So I do have a long face and a long neck. So wigs do look shorter on me anyway. So just to something bear in mind. But Affair is an everyday girl next door look, I think. I think it's very pretty. Just so you get an idea. So the color is Mocca Mix. Love Mocca Mix. Mocca Mix is a non-rooted color. If you want a rooted color, there is Mocca Rooted as well. So fairly similar colors. You have a medium brown, and I would say more like a medium to light dark brown blend. And then you have some caramel auburny highlights. Or tones, not highlights, just more tones to it. So it gives you a bit of an auburny, caramelly look. Here's the color outside, so it gives you hopefully a good idea of what it looks like in the natural outside light indoors. I don't have any artificial lights on, not even a ring light. So hopefully you get a good idea of what the color looks like. Affair comes, as I said, from the High Society collection by Ellen Wille. Completely hand-tied cap, monotop, lace front. The first thing I noticed when I put this on, light, like a feather. Even though it's a longer piece, it's so light, it's so comfortable. It's summer at the moment, it's quite warm. I've been wearing it and it doesn't feel like I want to whip it off because it's too hot. It's not. Even though it's hand tied, it can be a little bit warmer than the wefted caps. I feel this is lovely. So let's look at the lace front now. Ellen Wille lace fronts, I think, are always really well done. So you can see really natural transition into the ear tabs. Really well done. Monotop. Very well done too. Very natural. Density is light. I think it's just so natural. This is There's no permatease whatsoever because it's a hand-tied cap, so you don't have any permatease anyway. But even then, sometimes with a hand-tied cap, you might have a lot of hair. You don't have a lot of hair here. It's a very natural density. You can see that here. I'll show you the ponytail thickness. Now, fit-wise, so the Hair Society, normally those caps are average sized, and I found Esprit being actually, you know, if you know Esprit, a gorgeous piece. I found that actually more average large. So I always had to tighten that quite a bit. And even though Ellen Wille is known for petite average, the high society ones, they seem to be bigger. However, a fair, I had to have the adjusters almost at the widest setting for my 21.5 inch circumference. So it seems to be a little bit smaller. So I think it does run a little bit more petite average. Fibres are regular synthetic fibres. Now I can't really say about how they feel straight out of the box. But at the moment, and I think that's also worth knowing, this has been used. And they still feel quite nice. I mean, they don't have the fresh out of the box feel. They do feel a bit dry. But there is hardly any tangling on this one. And, you know, with more wear, they seem to tangle a bit more. So it just shows that either the person has taken really well care of this piece, or the fibers are just outstanding. So I think that's really good to know. This has been worn apparently for a few months, and I think it looks pretty good. So if I show you the ends, I think they look pretty good. Now, as I said, obviously they might have just cut it off, you know. But that's a nice thing about the longer wigs, is when they get a bit ratty at the end, you just can cut them and then you still have a wig you can wear. Let's look at the cap construction. Now, as I said, this is a used piece and I got it for cheap, mainly due to this issue here. So I will try and repair this, but I just want to show you the cap construction. So you have a monotop with an extended, very extended lace front. You can see how far it goes into the ear tabs. And then you have a mainly hand-tied cap. And then you have a non-extended velvet nape, velvet ear tabs with metal stays in them, no permatease, and there's very little stretch in this cap. So styling options, as I said, easy to do a ponytail. You can also do a side pony. You can do a half up, half down. You can tuck it easily. Look at that, beautifully. Because you have that lace front, you can move the fringe up and have it tucked away. So I hope you enjoyed this review of this very used piece. If you like this video, please like and subscribe. And if you haven't done so already, follow me on Instagram and Facebook at KOS Wigs. If you have any questions, any comments, put them down below. And I hope I see you soon.